Hello and welcome to Beat 'em Up Wrestling. We are doing Fyter Fest on night 2. Today we have a guest, Art Castillo.
How you doing, guys?
Yeah, I know Art for a while now, and I don't think we ever talked about wrestling back in.
Nah, it was all music back then.
Yeah, so I kind of kept it to myself that I was a wrestling fan, like since I don't know, a kid. But yeah, so we reconnected. So we have him guesting on our show today to give us our feedback. I don't want to say you're more a WWE fan, but I feel like you would give us a nice line consistency and be truthful about how you felt about Fyter Fest today.
Yeah, definitely. I actually favored the E more, but since I think the last month and a half, I've been getting more into the AEW scene, so pretty happy with it. I'm happy to see Brody Lee is more of a spoken character than when he was on WWE, and a lot of things. I think it's just more wrestling and less fancy stuff. And I don't know how to explain. Like WWE is just much more like soap opera to me than
It's totally telenovela.
Yeah, exactly. So it is what it is, but AEW is actually I'm starting to get more on board with that though.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so let's kick it off. So night 2, we had a little bit of switch in the card. Max and Brian Cage weren't going to wrestle. So to fill the slot for the night was going to be another tag team match. So we started off with Kenny Omega, Hangman Page versus Private Party.
That was
yeah.
I seen them coming in 9-0, which is pretty interesting. Like I didn't know they had that kind of I'm talking about the champs, so
yeah.
I was surprised that.
Yeah, Private Party, they're really young. I'm not gonna say this was their best match. I think they've had better matches on Dark actually. And when they first were coming out, Kenny and Hangman have a really good chemistry going. They're not officially a tag team, and Kenny always makes jabs about that. He always says like everybody can take them seriously as a tag team because they're kind of just put together. But yeah, I like them. I didn't think they were going to lose the belts today. That was just me. I thought they were going to retain. I feel like they might lose it to either FTR or the Bucks. That's kind of my thing. I would say Lucha Bros, but that's just just me being hopeful. So
I don't think Lucha Bros are getting the belts anytime soon.
Don't do that.
Fyter Fest night 2 just felt very team heavy for me. It was too much team matches. Kind of missed singles a little bit in this one.
Yeah, there was a lot of tag team matches out there. So I agree with that one.
Yeah, I think definitely for me, there was a couple of missteps even with Kenny and Hangman in this match.
Mm-hmm.
I think the real star was Mark Quinn of Private Party. He definitely was a standout for me. He's been clean. He's been consistent. But yeah, I didn't really feel like an opening match in comparison to last week with Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy and MJF and Wardlow. That match was amazing when it first started off.
Yeah, definitely. One thing I did note was that I seen Cassidy had on Chucky on one of his socks. I don't know if that's something he always does, but I'm a horror film fan, so like
really?
I noticed that right away. Yeah. He had Chucky on his socks. So,
I got a Freddy Krueger shirt on. I didn't even notice.
That's awesome. Yeah.
I got my FTR shirt, so.
Horrible. All right, so we get Kenny Omega and Hangman win via pinfall. I think it was Hangman that took the win, and I think it was Isaiah that took the pin. Was it Isaiah?
Yeah.
One thing I do want to say about Kenny and Hangman, like they've grown as a tag team a lot, though. Like you could see a lot of their growth from when they first started. And I know people jab at them because they say that they're not an official tag team, but I think at this point they've proven they could hang with the best. I mean,
yeah, even the finisher, like it was a combo buckshot and V-trigger.
Yeah.
Then there was a pin, so it was like I was like, man, that was really nice. I was cool to see that. So definitely.
Yeah. It's definitely probably one of the. I'm not gonna say what is it, Delta driver? Is that what they call it? The Bucks, their finisher. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little lackluster for me. Like I like the setup of it. The setup to me is more bigger than the payoff. But the V trigger, Lariat is like way better when I see the buckshot.
Deadlier.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the V trigger alone looks deadly, and then when Hangman jumps over the ropes, I'm just like, God, I don't want that.
Yeah, definitely.
So
Okay.
they're going next week against Jurassic Express. It was announced.
Who?
Oh yeah.
Hangman and Kenny.
And Jungle Boy and Lucha?
Yep, for the
Oh.
belts.
Yeah.
Sometimes I forget if Marco Stunt gets thrown in, and I'm like,
No.
am I getting a curveball here? Is Marco gonna get in there?
Can you imagine Marco versus Kenny?
Oh,
Wow. Flashbacks to that to the little girl
Yeah.
wrestling Kenny.
he's like, oh, I forgot. I'm sorry. He looks like that cat in Vietnam when he has that flashback. So yeah, we get into Joey Janela versus Lance Archer. So Lance Archer comes out accompanied by Jake Roberts. He's carrying Sunny Kiss.
Yeah.
So if you know, Lance Archer always beating the hell out of somebody, and this time he was trying to kill Sunny Kiss, but it didn't really work. Sunny Kiss was still very viable throughout the match. I like this match actually.
So did I.
I know Jack was making a little couple of comments on it. I think Joey didn't look weak. I know they weren't going to let him beat Lance, but he also didn't look like he was overpowered, and I don't think Lance looked like he had the match in the bag the whole time. I respected the fact that the hardcore Joey Janela kind of went a little farther than everybody else that kind of fought Lance Archer.
Yeah, Lance just has like that like I guess like that old school heel feel, like just big monster, like just like somebody you don't want to see in a dark alley if you're walking down and like it's just you and him, like he has that feel like he'll destroy some stuff. So it was cool to see Joey kind of keep pace with it, but it was tough. It was a tough match. It was a tough match for sure.
Yeah, man, the guy was bruised and red.
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing I did bring up is
bad.
that Lance reminded me of the New Japan Lance with Suzuki Gun. He was just there to kill. He didn't care about winning. He didn't care about anything else. He was there to put a message.
He does the camera thing real good too. When he looks into the camera, he does that little heel promo real quick. He'll like start talking shit. I like that when he does that. It gives him a little bit more character, because I felt like his outing with Cody wasn't that strong. Unfortunately for me, it wasn't a payoff for me. But yeah, I like this match a lot better. So
yeah, so did I. It was a total villain role, like it was like Jack said, it was like he didn't care about winning. He was just out there being brutal. Like you could just tell. Like so it was to me, that's good. That's good. That's playing into his character.
Yeah. Yeah, there was also a little bit of dissension between him and Jake. Like I don't know if you guys noticed that part where Jake tries to help him, but it ends up backfiring, and that's when what's his name? Sunny Kiss comes in and does that aerial attack and the 450 splash, I believe it was. So so I don't know what they're doing with that. I don't know if they're gonna have Jake take a break from being in the ringside, or.
He needed to take a break, period, because he pointed out he was sweating.
He was sweating.
Yeah, he was.
He grabbed his bag with his snake supposedly, and he was just like he was slow moving to the ring.
That Florida heat got to him.
He needs to do some more DDPY.
Yeah, right.
I hate you for that.
But yeah, Lance wins with the finisher to the table, and then bashes his head against the table for a little bit. So that was, it just shows the monster in him. Hopefully they rebuild him up after losing against Cody.
Yeah, definitely. I say he just has that feel, that monster feel, so it was definitely, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the angle that he put into it and everything like that. So
yeah,
definitely.
I felt a little bad because like we were saying about Cody, his match, I didn't know what they were going to do with Lance afterwards, but like this was a really good outing for him, and it kind of reminded you that he is a really good wrestler. He's big, like you said, he's really dominant, and he has the heelish down perfect. Yeah. So I just got to kind of do something with him. I don't know exactly what would be the target, but yeah, the next part kind of worries me a little bit. So yeah, Lance Archer wins via pinfall. But we get into a Darby Allin vignette, and he basically is shooting jabs at Brian Cage, saying he doesn't even remember that he's the guy to put him out of action. This, to me, makes me uncomfortable because if Brian Cage doesn't win the belt, it's like setting up a new storyline. So I was like, no, is Brian Cage not going to win the belts? Whatever I saw. Like, I saw them already progressing the storyline of Brian Cage versus Darby Allin, which is like the dude's a machine. Nickname Machine, and Darby Allin, he's not a bad wrestler, but the dude's kind of small.
I mean, I could see it either way. I could see that Moxley might be wanting to stay home now with the last scare with Renee Young.
Yeah.
So maybe Cage does get the belt, and his first opponent will be Darby Allin for the belt.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be a good possibility, you know, because of the whole scare that's going on right now with Renee catching it, and I mean, but like you said, like it's gonna be a tough sell, you know, like
it is.
Brian Cage against you know, like are we just gonna get squash matches? Because I mean, I don't know. I don't think we will, but just looking at it as like a wrestling match, this machine against Darby, you know, like, I don't know. But
well, he gave Tessa a good match though.
Yeah.
When he was in Impact, so he knows how to work with smaller people.
That's true. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That match was pretty insane.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know, but yeah, you might be right though. Maybe Moxley doesn't lose the belt and they just move on with. Darby.
Yeah, I got a little worried. I was like, why is? Because at first, you know, Darby was doing the vignettes, but he wasn't really saying. He just said he wasn't cleared. So, but this week he was like, I'm not cleared because. And I'm like, oh no. I was like, hit his line, swerve, you know, and I'm like, no. And actually wrong with Moxley. It's just that I felt like with everything going down with no audience, I feel like his character is really strong when there's an audience backing him. He's coming through the crowd. So I feel like people like Kenny Omega and things like that, they don't really need a crowd. You know, they just have that factor. You know, like Jay Styles has that factor. You know, Daniel Bryan still has that factor. People like that don't need a crowd. You know, and unfortunately, I don't know if it's just because Mox hasn't really been there as much. I feel like he's losing his momentum, but that's the curse of what the virus is. Everybody loves it.
You know? What if they give Moxley a Jeep that's decked out like a Road Warrior Jeep for him to come in because everybody has a car? Maybe that'll help him.
He's like, yeah, I guess I'll come in now. You know, I got the Road Warrior Jeep going on.
It's gonna be like Twisted Metal. Everybody just has a car.
He goes out playing the guitar in front of the Jeep.
That'd be awesome.
We have the FTR, we have the Cody truck, we have the Brody van where they just abduct people with Kool-Aid. We have Britt Baker's chair mobile.
Yes, the Rolls Royce.
The Rolls Royce. Yeah.
Sammy Guevara's little scooter.
Yeah, Sammy Guevara's scooter. Matt Hardy and Kenny Omega's golf cart.
Best friends soccer mom van.
Oh.
Yeah.
That would be a badass game though. What was that game? The WWE game? Rampage? What was it?
Yeah, WWE did have a.
WWE had a card.
Yeah, they did.
It's really shitty though, but I'm like, but I'm pretty sure. Oh, shout out to Caro. She's played it on her Twitch stream. I can't remember.
Nice.
It was, but like, yeah, it was weird. Anyways, the card. Taz comes out with Brian Cage, and they introduced his old ECW belt, the FTW championship. Yeah. So he kind of crowns him the unofficial official champion. Is that even a legit title?
That's what I was wondering too. I was like, is this like something that's gonna be in contention now? It'd be cool, but I mean, it just came out of nowhere, like out of nowhere.
Well, the storyline with that is that it's never been a legitimate belt. It's just kind of like like an FU to the championship, to the world championship. I mean, that's what the belt stands for. F the world.
Okay. So what if he does lose against Moxley and he has that belt and he puts up the belt against Darby? Like if it became a thing.
That might be where they're going with it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
I hate all of
that. Brian Cage cannot lose. If it's that elite factor that they keep doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. Yeah, that FTW. But I mean, that's what I thought too. I was like, so wait, is it title for title now? Or both titles on the line next week? What's going on with that? Like, but yeah, I guess it is like a FU to the main title, you know, because even if he still loses, he still has a belt, I guess, you know. Yeah. So.
But maybe two belts.
Yeah, Brian Cage 2 belts.
2 weeks from now, 2 weeks from now, he has to defend it 24/7. The FTW.
Oh man, bring R-Truth to AEW. Confirmed.
R-Truth confirmed AEW. He's all elite. Dude, that would be the funniest crossover. If anybody did a crossover from the legit car from the WWE, I would pay to see R-Truth run in.
Ron Kill.
He'd be like, wrong building. Run out.
Ron Killings is all elite. Wow.
That'll be so
Doing
awesome.
his TikTok videos. I love him. I love Art Castillo. He's one of my favorite people in WWE. All right, so back to the card. So the match of the night for me, this is Young Bucks FTR versus Butcher and the Blade and Pentagon and Phoenix of the Lucha Bros. Insane match.
Wow.
Yeah, like the Canadian Destroyer off the rope from Phoenix.
Oh my goodness.
I like dropped my phone.
It was so much, like even like the first like 4 minutes of the match with the Lucha Bros and FTR going back and forth. I was like, wow, like this is some wrestling right here. Like this is some real stuff right here. You know, it was good. Good show.
Yeah, like we were just saying before we got you on, like WWE has probably the best tag team division out there. I mean, AEW, but like they need to get the women's division up. We'll talk about that too. But this match just showcased AEW's talent in their tag team division because they put this outing out, and then you have the Bucks, just they're good by themselves.
Yeah.
Then you have, it's insane. It's insane the amount of talent. And then like Janela and Sonny Kiss's tag team dynamics.
Mm-hmm.
You have Brody Lee and Colt Cabana. You even have Evil Uno and Steel Grayson.
Yeah.
Of the Dark Order. They're doing good. This match was insane. I was really happy to see the Lucha Bros. I was happy that they actually brought up the AAA belts that they have, and that Pentagon won a tournament.
AAA championship tournament.
So I guess
it's
for the world, their main champion.
I think he's like the number one contender now for their main belt. I'm not really positive about it. I need to look up into it because I didn't even know they have this tournament going on.
Yeah,
I've been following AAA on Twitter, and they never mentioned it. So I don't know if they recorded it and they're gonna release it, or I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. So like, I don't know if you know Art, but the Lucha Bros, they're the tag team champions in AAA.
Okay.
Yes, but Kenny Omega has their Mega Champion title.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and Phoenix and him went. Well, Phoenix had it. He got it from Phoenix, and then they did a rematch, but Phoenix didn't win. But I'm always, every time AEW comes up and they bring it up, I'm just like, I want Kenny to bring the belt out again. He only did it once again, but it's a big belt and it's a Mexico belt, and they should represent.
That'd be nice.
The belt is really cool because it has a lot of Aztec symbols on it, which is pretty cool.
Oh, okay, that's dope. Yeah, I didn't know that. I knew that I knew about Triple X. I remember like one of the first AEW like pay-per-views. They still had the belts, and they brought them out and stuff like that. I knew about that from that, but all this research you guys just said about Kenny Omega holding the big belt and all that going on, I didn't know about that. That's awesome though. They should like incorporate that. They could,
Yeah, they definitely dropped the ball on that one, but I don't know. I mean, like, it's hard to get angry right now because they're still a new company, but like you don't want them to the same things that the other company has done, where they pretend that everything outside their company doesn't exist.
Yeah, definitely.
Or take over things like properties, like go to the UK and then take over UK wrestling.
But I think the main star from this match was Rey Fenix. I think Rey Fenix doing some of the crazy rope walking and some of the moves that he just did was just crazy, and I'm really excited because FTR and the Lucha Brothers will be facing each other next week too.
Oh, nice. Yeah. The Nick did a jumping Hurricanrana with Ray. That was amazing. This match, I was like, man, like that. And then right after that, there was a flying elbow. Like I was like, it was nonstop. It was a nonstop fight. It was good action. It was good. Really good.
I thought I was gonna slow down more because FTR and the Blade, they're kind of more of like grapple, like old school, like wrestlers. But even FTR did a high spot at one point. I was like,
yes.
I was like, okay.
Yeah, I like it.
Did you guys notice that Tully and Sean Spears were scouting out FTR?
Yes.
So we might be getting some 4 horsemen there.
That would be nice.
And maybe Cody does a heel turn since he has Arn Anderson. Maybe Arn and Tully reunite and bring Cody, Sean Spears, and FTR as the horsemen.
What kind of conversation is that? Okay, we know Sean hit you in the back of the head of the chair. But hear me out. 4 Horsemen. It's like, wait, I had stitches. Like, I'm just supposed to forget that.
Anything can be fixed over a beer.
It's like I got 2 words. Come on.
Yeah, come on, man.
Come on.
Yeah. Like, you know, you forget I'm Cuban too, man. I'm Cuban. I remember things. We don't forget. Hispanics don't forget, you know? But yeah.
I mean, maybe Cody gets attacked by, I don't know, maybe the Dark Order is trying to go after the TV belt. I'm just going to build the whole storyline right here. Dark Order is going after the TNT belt. They jump Cody. Nobody comes out to help him from the Elite, and the only one that comes out to help him is Shawn. And then Cody says, hey, the Elite wasn't there to get my back, but you know who was there? Shawn. And then they reunite. It's like, it'll be like Goose and Maverick all over again.
I hate you. How did you pull that one out?
I don't know.
That was good.
I can see that though, because Cody did say like, the Nightmare family isn't coming out for him, or the Elite, nobody's coming out for him. It makes sense a little bit. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
And I'm a fan of Shawn, and I would like him to get a bigger push in AEW than what he does, you know. So I think it'd be good for him to be part of 4 Horsemen as well. So,
yeah, I definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah, I like him funny. I like him serious.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but he's a damn good wrestler, so I'd rather keep him.
Yeah.
If I had to lose his funniness, then it's fine. I'd rather have him wrestle and do good.
Mm-hmm.
Does WWE have the trademark of the Horsemen?
I'm not sure. I wouldn't put it past them if they didn't.
Yeah.
You know, like they own everything. They own people's names.
Cody Rhodes.
Yeah. At first, like, no, we let it cancel. Then it was like, psych.
Yeah.
Psych.
Oh, you thought you could have Rhodes again? Nah.
Yeah, no. Psych.
We're gonna file that Rona paper, and we let that lapse on the Rona. You know?
Yeah, ain't it?
You should spell his name Roads and just go by Cody Rhodes again.
Yeah.
Spell it with a little hyphen, a little E hyphen for his Cuban side. They probably didn't trademark that. You could do that a little eh.
Cody Caminos.
Yes. Yes. Hey, you got to trademark that now. Don't let it slip out there. Yeah, you trademark that.
This man's like, oh shit.
Throw money at that. They can't know about that. I don't know. I don't understand how some WWE fans didn't see the jabs being thrown to add Cody, or like the Great American Bash. Like, how do you guys see the jabs? Like,
jabs are being thrown both ways. I don't know why they act like it's only AEW.
But it's good. Competition, though. It's good. It's funny. I find it funny. I don't really care. I mean, I care about somebody's last name. That kind of sucks. Like, I kind of feel bad about Cody, like, horribly, but.
And he's still like, hey, it's fine. It's just, you know, it's this, you know, like, publicly, but I'm sure behind the scenes. He's like,
dude.
I hate him. I hate him so much.
There's holes in the wall at his house, flipping tables, you know?
Yeah. I can imagine.
That'd be crazy if, like, Cody ends up, like, trademarking, like, McMahon.
That'd be awesome.
What?
Wow.
I'll trade you your last name for my last name.
Yeah.
It's like Uno. Put the cards down. Draw 4. No. Anyway. All right. So we get into a segment. With Big Swole coming up to the arena. She's there to be a spectator today, but she is stopped on the way, given papers, walking papers, because you cannot abduct somebody. You cannot kidnap. And I felt like this was a small jab at Undisputed Era when they got kidnapped. Yeah. I was like, because Tony Khan was like, we do not kidnap other wrestlers in AEW. So she was suspended. They didn't say when she's coming back, but she was pissed. And she called her, was it Britt Basura Baker?
Brittany Basura Baker. That had me rolling.
That's going to be another PSA from Big Swole. But yeah. So
that should be a t-shirt. Yeah, and it should be like the dumpster with her hand coming out, like Shredder style.
with wheelchair wheels next to the can.
Oh my God! Just her hand from out the grouch, can and
All
And
right,
it has
we're
spokes
making
on
that.
there.
We're making that T-shirt. Trademark that.
Trademark that. Own that. Okay, so we get into a squash match, which was around the same time Mercedes Martinez had her squash match, which was Nyla Rose versus Kenzie Page and Killing King. We've seen Killing King on Dark and Kenzie Page, I'm pretty sure. I think I remember seeing her once. Quick match, just to prove that Nyla Rose is pissed. She wants Sheeta's belt. Only thing I got out of this was the announcement that she has a manager, and I'm doing this hoping that it's Vicky Guerrero.
Oh, that would be nice.
That'd be nice. Thinking that I think it's Vicky because Vicky has been out there. She's been vocal, supportive of AEW, and she had an Inner Circle shirt, so she's all heel.
Yes.
You know, we lie, we steal, we cheat.
Yeah. I know that some people are saying Awesome Kong, but Awesome Kong was never really too strong on the mic, so it makes more sense to get Vicky because she was good on the mic.
Yeah, I didn't even think about Vicky, but that's perfect. That'd be nice.
Jazz.
Oh,
wrestler, yeah.
Yeah, but Jazz could still go in the ring.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good paycheck being a manager. I mean, look at Arn and Tully.
Yeah, Arn and Tully can go in the ring.
Maybe Tully could sell. I think Tully could sell better than Arn and Jay can.
I don't know. There was a time where he took a bump and it looked pretty bad.
Oh yeah.
He wasn't selling. He was for real.
It was the shot at Cody. I think he grabbed him and he rolled like for real. Like he was, oh God.
I was like, oh no.
That's funny.
That'd be crazy if it's Tessa.
Shut up. No.
The manager, Tessa Blanchard.
Wow.
Oh, did I say my manager? She's my tag team partner. Did I be, well, there goes the belt and everything else.
Wow, yeah.
They need women. Their division is so slim right now.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Yeah, so Nyla wins, of course. She pins both the women at the same time.
Yeah, that was kind of like adding insult to injury.
Like, oh, you're both already 0-3 and 0-4. We're going to make you 0-4 and 0-6 and pinned at the same time. It was tough. Yeah. It was tough, man. But it is. Hey, one thing I would say is Nyla, that spear she did was nice. It was a nice little contact and all that. I was impressed by that spear. So. Yeah,
she does do a spear pretty nicely.
Yeah, there was a match between Nyla and I think it was Jessica Havoc. And if they let Nyla wrestle how she did in this match, like she's a high flyer. Like she's a big powerhouse, but she could do some like high flying stuff that we haven't seen in AEW yet. So I wish they would like give her an opportunity to highlight that too.
Yeah, I wouldn't even expect that. So yeah, that would be nice if he popped out of nowhere one day, you know.
Like she's not like Young Bucks high flyer, but you know, she's doing some drop kicks and like she has some hops.
Yeah.
That would scare me if she was like the Young Bucks. Like sit down. So yeah, after this, who do we have? Does she come back out? No. I thought she came back out.
Yeah, we get the Big Soul coming back out.
Yeah, she came back out and harassed Britt Baker again. Yeah. After that, she punched her, spanked her in the face, her nose.
She smacked Rebel, and then Rebel accidentally hit. Britt.
When she snuck back in.
Back in, all hood and stuff. Yeah. So then we get to Cabana with his massive hematoma. I'm like, was that fake? Wow. Holy shit, that looked bad.
Yeah.
That looked bad.
That was some good effects.
That was some good.
Yeah, that was some good makeup. Yeah, everything. That was wow. Like that was tough.
Did you extend your stomach like that on like cue? Because there was like a bump there. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
And this was like positioned some weird way. I don't know. That was pretty bad. I felt bad for Colt. So we get the match with SCU versus Dark Order. And I thought this match was okay. I'm not gonna lie, I like Scorpio Sky a lot more by himself at this point.
Yeah.
But the Dark Order came out. I like how the last of the little vignette that they had. He was like, "Okay, Mr. Brody." And I already saw like, "Oh, Colt's bad now." He looked so confused when he walked out. He just saw like, "Where do I stand?" like graduating or something. He was cute. I love Colt Cabana.
At this time, I was watching the Emi Sakura watch party, and she's such a Colt fan. She was popping for Colt.
Nice.
But I think the person that stood out for me in this match was Stu Grayson. I think he like showed he could go. Like we've seen a little bit of him in Dark where he does this stuff, but I think in this match, since he had to carry, since Colt Cabana was playing injured, he had to carry more of the match. I think he really showed what he can do.
Yeah, he was taking a lot of nice bumps and giving a lot of nice moves, and like I noticed he was in for a lot of the time too. Like even like I mean Brody did his thing too, but I noticed Stu was in there a lot, and he was doing some stuff, you know. So
yeah, him and Scorpio Sky had a really good back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so Dark Order wins. It wasn't Kenny Omega and Hangman. It's the Bucks and Kenny Omega versus all Jurassic Express. Marco's son is in the match.
Okay, I thought it was the championship match. Never mind then.
So we are going to see the little girl and Kenny Omega.
Wow. Yes.
I'm all there for a V trigger to Marco's son. He can take it. He can take it.
That's gonna be hard.
I believe
V-trigger him. You V-trigger him to like the third row.
Does the Snapdragon on him?
It's like lights out for 2 weeks. He's not gonna even remember Fyter Fest or anything. All right, so then we get to the highlight match of the night with Chris Jericho coming out with Santana Ortiz, Proud and Powerful, versus Orange Cassidy. Yeah, I think Orange Cassidy looked really good in this match.
Yes.
I was scared it was going to be a little bit too quick. There wasn't too much. There was out of the ring interference by Santana Ortiz, but let's face it, Jericho isn't young anymore. He needs breaks in the matches. But the breaks that they had were funny. It was during the orange juice. They had the sock, trying to beat him with the sock. Then, of course, we end up getting the bat involved again. Floyd, right? I think his bat's name is Floyd. I don't know the bat's name. For a minute there, I thought Orange was going to win the match. I don't think it would have hurt Jericho if he would have lost. I kind of would have wished he would have a little bit to kind of put over Orange Cassidy a little bit more because he had momentum up to this point, Orange Cassidy.
Yeah.
I don't see what Orange is going to do after this now. It's kind of like a done deal. But yeah, that juice effect, I love how quick it is, and I can never tell when it's gonna come. So I hate Jericho for the fact that he reinvents the hell out of himself, no matter how old he is. He's amazing. Like was it the ceremony of best friends with Kevin Owens, or like he has such good ideas. And he's
for a minute I was using you just made the list. That. But yeah, this was I laughed when I heard he renamed it to the Juice Effect instead of the Judas Effect. I was like, he's great. Like he's amazing. He'll always be a champion to me too. So he's great. Orange Cassidy really showed out. He did a springboard corkscrew into the guys. I was like, man. Then he like a diving DT into a kick out. And it was I didn't I watched his stuff on YouTube and all that, but like you said, I thought it was gonna be a real fast match. It doesn't be quick, like just one and done, but he showed up. He showed up definitely, so it was cool.
He definitely wasn't off Orange Cassidy. He literally stepped in the ring and he didn't waste any time. There was no slow kicks. There wasn't any of that crap that he usually does. He just was trying to wrestle Jericho, and I think he looked good. He looked good next to what we consider a legend. No matter where he goes, Chris will always be a legend.
Maybe what's next for Orange Cassidy is teaming up with Pineapple Pete.
That'd be awesome. The fruit juices.
No, I think Orange Cassidy. If people go back and watch some of his GCW stuff, they could see that he could wrestle. He's more than just the King of Sloth style. But yeah, like you said, Maria, I don't know where they go from here with him now that he lost against Jericho. Like, what's next? If Jericho would have won dirty, then I could see okay, this is not over. But I mean, yeah, there was some interference from Proud and Powerful, but this was pretty much as clean of a win for a heel that they can get.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't shy away from the idea that they could still introduce a 3-man tag. they have the people to do it. Like, especially like now that we saw like Steve Grayson, you know, Colt Cabana and Brody Lee, we could even have Evil Uno in that mix. You know, if they're not really particular on who holds the belts, as long as they're 3-man tag in their, you know, in their corner. They still have SCU that we can have there. We had the Lucha Bros with the Death Triangle if this face comes back. Pac.
Pac, yeah.
Yeah, if he comes back. Like, you know, even I could see FTR if they teamed up with Shawn Spears. That's a 3-man they can have. And 3-man, usually sometimes they have another belt. You know, I mean, we've seen in New Japan Pro Wrestling, they could have a 3-man tag, but they can also carry a cruiserweight belt or, you know, the heavyweight title or whatever title they have. I would like to see them do it because the people like Orange Cassidy deserves to have a title. You know, like there's people out there that I feel like need it. I don't know.
Yeah, originally I thought the TNT belt was going to be like their mid-card belt, but it's not. It seems like it's not going to be that for a while. It's just like the Cody belt for now.
Yep.
It's another one of his weight belts.
The FTW belt's orange.
Yeah.
Orange Cassidy.
He doesn't really care.
We're putting up the smallest people against Brian Cage right now. We're not even mentioning like Brody Lee,
Marco Stunt versus Brian Cage.
Marco Stunt, book it. Marco Stunt against Brian Cage.
Wow. Yes.
Yeah, but I don't know. I do. Shut up. Do they introduce cruiserweight? Like at this point, do they do that? I mean,
it seems like they're so stacked in the male division. Like they have their tag team, they have their TNT, they have the Universal belt. Like, and it goes back to like the women's division keeps on being ignored in this promotion. So like you add a 6-man or you add another belt, then that's just more time taken away from having a women's match again.
I mean,
yeah, definitely.
So like New Japan, they never really highlight women wrestling, but they have Stardom out there.
Yeah, but Stardom has its own show.
But I'm saying, but like it's still not like if you hear New Japan, it's bigger always than Stardom. And if you think about like where Cody came from WCW and things like that, women's divisions weren't as prominent from there. So I don't know if they're worried that if they push the women's division, they might lose fans because they're there to see Jericho, to see Kenny Omega, FTR.
That's some old school thinking because women's division, I mean, look at Impact, look at NXT. Women's divisions could actually hold the show. And if they keep on thinking that, women's division can't hold the show, then they're
I don't know. I'm just trying to think of the way they're thinking, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know their logic.
That's not it.
Yeah, I always felt that the AEW women's division was a little lackluster, you know, like always pushed to the back, you know. And I think Jack's right. If they bring in new belts, new men's belts, it's just gonna push me even further back. So
yeah, that's
it's unfortunate, you know.
Yeah, I don't know what they need to do because like they're never gonna have talent that can compare to what like Sasha or Charlotte, or like Io Shirai. You know, they have Asians and Japanese talent over there, but like our Japanese talent got stuck across the pond. You know, like. I don't know, but that's just Rio. Rio and Yuka is stuck out there.
But what I'm saying, what I think is like, that's just an excuse because you have people like Diamante, you have people that are not in a promotion right now that you could pick up. But they like what they did with Mercedes Martinez. You had her, you used her for a little bit, and then WWE's like, oh crap, she could wrestle, let's pick her up. And then they start saying like, well, we don't have the talent that WWE or Impact has. It's like, yeah, because you're not picking them up. You're just letting them, like, look at how many women they have used in AEW Dark. They haven't offered any of them a contract. They offered Abaddon a contract, but we haven't seen Abaddon.
Yeah. I like my zombie girl.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we missed the AEW Puppy Bowl.
Oh yeah, they had a puppy
bowl. I forgot about that.
Did they say who won the Puppy Bowl?
Probably Pharaoh.
Was it an eye for eye match Puppy Bowl or no? Just a regular Puppy Bowl?
So are they really going to pull an eye socket on?
That's so crazy.
Did they starve the puppy for days to make it an eye for an eye Puppy Bowl? Yeah, I don't understand that Rey Mysterio. Seth Rollins.
So Rey Mysterio's going to end up being blind after this, I'm guessing.
Yeah, he's gonna come out as a pirate the next show.
I mean,
Pirate Mysterio.
I mean, Moxley and Santana did already.
Yeah, definitely.
They
But
had an eye for an eye match, literally.
Yeah, but this eye for an eye match won't stop until somebody's eyeball is pulled out. That's the point.
It's so funny. I don't know what's gonna happen because that's what they said. Like you have to like. That's the only way it ends is if the eye gets pulled out. So I don't know.
So what's the guy from The Walking Dead? Nicotero or whatever, the makeup artist? Like, who are they gonna get to get like some fake eye-looking B-rated horror movie?
No, McMahon's probably like, we're gonna beat AEW. We're gonna pull an eye out, blood and guts.
Yes, Extreme Rules horror show.
Yeah.
Let's make it real.
Book it.
Yeah, book it.
Good shit.
Yeah, it's some good shit. Wow, yeah. I was like, oh my goodness, these guys are too much, man. Like what? But yeah, but I think the 2 nights of Fyter Fest were really good. Really good.
Yeah. Did you watch NXT last week or?
No, I didn't. I didn't peep it at all. I was gonna wait for both of the weeks to end. But I was kind of upset because they put out the spoiler of the Keith Lee. Like, wow, somebody from their own like set did it. Which is
and then they had the weak ass response like, "We recorded multiple endings." I'm like, really? With streamers and confetti, you're gonna do that over twice?
Yeah, that's why I was like,
yeah,
horrible.
Yeah, the Young Bucks only shoot money once. They don't shoot money twice. Like you don't do that production twice.
Did you see that Marco Stunt messed up the camera for Brandon Cutler during the intro?
No, I didn't see that.
The confetti shot out and Marco jumped up and hit the camera and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Brandon."
No, what?
Yeah, they put it on Twitter.
Nice. No, I have to check that out.
He's like, "Damn it, Marco ruined the shot."
That's funny.
We're gonna put you in your place next week, Marco. You're gonna teach you a lesson. Okay?
That's why they booked it.
He booked it. Brandon Cutler's like, no. Book Marco. Ask him next week. All right, but we don't usually do grades, but sometimes we do grades. I'll give Fyter Fest night 1. I would probably give it like a 4.5. I really enjoyed night 1 out of 5. This one, I'll give it like a 3.5. I'll take it down a whole notch. I'm not really pleased with it. Like I said, the only match I was really there for was Lucha Bros. That was my match. But yeah, that's 2 hours of wrestling for a 25-minute match. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go with a 3.5 on that. Art?
I say night 1 was really good. For me, it was like I say like a 4.
Yeah.
I'll give 4 stars. And man, that tag team match really carried it for me. Really, like that was like I was sitting on the edge of my seat that whole match. So I will probably go lower if it wasn't for that match, but I'm gonna say 4 too, 4 as well for that one because the one was just. So I like on case no at home. I was trying to keep up with it, right? Like I was like, so yeah, it was fun watching that match for me personally. Yeah. So it held it for me.
Yeah, I definitely probably no, I'm not gonna lie. If the Lucha Bros came to like a show near us, I would pay just to see them. So I mean, like if I had to rate it, I would have probably rated a little higher. But yeah, but I mean, like I just didn't like the Nyla match do it for me.
Yeah.
And I'm a huge Kenny fan. You guys all know that. The match didn't really do it that much for me either. Joey Janela was pretty good. I would give that a little bit too. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna stick by my guns. I'll say it's 3.5 still.
Yeah.
Jack?
Night 1, I would say 4.5 stars. I really enjoyed night 1. I think it was action packed from beginning to end. Today, I don't know, like it just felt too much of the same thing with so many tag team matches. I would have liked for them to maybe have mixed up the card a little bit more and put some of the matches they had on night 1 on night 2. But yeah, so for that reason, I would give them like a 3.25 for night 2.
Yeah, it was. It really. It's sad to say, I really missed out on the Mox and Cage match. It really
Yeah.
needed that match.
I think that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. All right. I think we're good, right? Guys, any last thoughts? Yeah. Thank you, Art.
It was fun. It was awesome. It was cool.
If you ever want to come back on for to talk crap about wrestling with us, you're more than welcome to.
I am down. I'm willing to. So yeah, definitely. I get some more free time, I'll definitely do this again. This was fun.
All right.
So
Yeah.
I appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for coming.
So yeah, we'll have this up soon. When is Extreme Rules? Next weekend, right? Not this weekend.
Yeah, the 19th.
19th.
The 19th.
We will be back next week with Fight for the Fallen.
Nice.
If you guys haven't checked it out, check out my Flip Gordon interview that is up, and we will see you guys next time. And yeah, stay safe, stay healthy. See ya. Bye.